Hey, it's Jay Chatfield, Loving Yourself to Life. I tried to do a live video and it took it away. So I'm like, well, maybe that just wasn't for me right now. Um, I wanted to talk about some inner work really quick, especially something that I just recently went through. And something that I continuously work on is the self worth and deserving um, attitude, something that needs to be worked on and developed and embraced. And if you've listened to any of my podcasts, I was raised by my aunt, and my aunt is a service fanatic. She still is at 83 years old. Recently, I'm saying a couple of the neighbors died, but really a neighbor died and then her son died. And these are people that are in their 80s and 60s. And she's like, well, I don't have anybody to take any food to. I got to find somebody to cook for now, just a service fanatic. And so I picked up that attitude. Well, my sister was raised by my mom for a few years before she came and lived with me. So my sister has a different attitude, not in the service, because she serves very well, but she has a better idea of what it is to deserve and feel self-worth. So I always tell her, man, I just admire you because whatever you want, you get it. And she said, because I deserve it. And I'm like, well, why don't I feel like I deserve the things that I want? One of the things is because I didn't stretch my mind to the things that I want. I thought the things that I want would come to me. Does that make any sense? It does in my head because I lived it. So, and meaning that the needs. So I'm putting the want and the needs in the same basket, which they're not. And I did a little exercise with myself. I don't want to be on here long, but I have plenty to talk about today, but I want to stick with this. I did a little exercise with myself this week. I'm in somebody else's driveway, by the way. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I had to get this off my chest, but also I just did an Instacart order for someone. I just brought them something. So I did an exercise this week where I do Instacart, and I do it because, I just honestly, I like serving and I'm getting paid to serve, but I'm also earning the money that I need to build my platform and Loving Yourself to Life and now Honest Chat. If you haven't liked it or subscribed to it, do it. We got some awesome interviews coming up. So I made an order on Honest Chats. That's on my mind. I made an order on Instacart. Now, my thing was, man, rich people get Instacart. But then I make some of these orders. I ain't in nobody else's pockets. But I swear I could push down some of these houses with like and it just fall down. I'm not judging anybody, but I'm like, man, these people getting Instacart, like, don't it cost money? You know what I'm saying? And they could have used that to fix their porch. But again, that's just the one that I'm almost about to fall through the floor in. But I'm just thinking, just me and my mindset, my mind just thinking like, what? Instacart? And then I pull up to some of these houses like yesterday on this sprawling acres and horses, and it was just, it was beautiful. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to order Instacart. Now, this is me working on me and my worthiness and deserving. So I did it, and then, it pops up if you've ever ordered, like, who has it? I think I thanked the hell out of this person. This person must have thought I had lost my mind. Thank you so much for picking up my order. And I'm laughing because nobody sends that message to me a lot. They just says thank you for shopping. They do. And then I was like, at this thing, I was ordering pizzas for my kids to cook, and my husband was home. We were going on a date, and I didn't want to come home and have to cook the pizzas and wait on it. I was like, they can cook the pizzas while I finish this order over here. So I'm like, deliver the pizza to this address, but it's on the 4th floor, so my husband's gonna get it. She's like, okay, this is me. I appreciate your patience. Like, I'm just, again, like I say, this lady must have thought I lost my my mind. And she just kept saying, okay. And like, I could see her face, like, you know? But in my head, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm a very nice person. I'm always in a gratitude, because even though you pay someone for a service, it's not always that they do a great job. But I'm in that mindset that if you use me, if I'm a person that's going to bring you your groceries, one, I'm going to pick the things that I would pick for myself, and I'm not going to just, you know, just throw anything and just treat you any kind of way. Is just what I'm saying. I'm saying the same thing, but so, and all she was picking up was like cooked pizzas that we had to cook. She wasn't picking like apples and oranges and stuff for me. So I had to think to myself, like, you deserve this. Someone's doing something for you. Enjoy it. Like, I wasn't enjoying the experience of ordering Instacart. Does that make sense to you? Like, you do something and you're so about it that you're not enjoying the healing. You have to enjoy your healing, because that felt good when the order was complete and my kids had their pizzas. And this is one little thing, because with each thing it gets bigger and bigger. What if someone wants to send you a large sum of money? You have to be in that receiving mode. You also have to be in that grateful, that feeling mode of like, oh God, now 80 million relatives are going to come out the woodwork for my money. What? Enjoy that you have, this increase in your life. Enjoy that someone's doing something for you. And like I said, I don't have it all together, but this was something that I needed to do. For myself. And Spirit will guide you in the things that you need to work on. They will guide you. God will show you where you need work, but it's up to you to do the work. You can't sit back on a woe is me pedestal, because people do put their stuff up on a woe is me pedestal, when right below that pedestal is another step to another pedestal, that you can heal yourself and that you can do and have the things that you want. So I'm in that practical mode of like, I got to do this for me, because I don't want to be having these things. Like, I'm almost emotional about this because I'm so proud of myself. Even in the midst of me stopping and saying and just, oh my gosh, someone did something great for me, because I'm used to being the one to do it and getting the short end of the stick, but that has stopped. That stopped, because guess what? I don't deserve to be treated that way, because I don't treat anybody else that way. So if you are working on yourself, actively working on yourself, listen to the cues and the clues. Because honestly, what I paid for that Instacart was all that I had in my bank account at that moment. At that moment, not now, you know what I'm saying? So I deserved it. And so do you. You deserve to work on you. You deserve to do some things that don't even make no sense. It don't make no sense sometimes. But you know what? You are free because of it. And we move on. You're still going to continue to work. But guess what? You've just received healing in this place. And now I'm about to get out these people driveway, because I just delivered some wine. So they might have got crunk, might run out this door, be like, why you still in my... Let me go on and roll out. But I had to make this, I had to do this because it was on my mind. Then I had to cool down my phone. Jay Chatfield. This is Loving Yourself to Life, guys. Don't forget, go to my website, www.lovingyourselftolife. There are interviews on there, snippets on there. The podcast is back up and rolling, and I started a Patreon. I'm gonna tell you guys more about that later. So, do something for you that only you will love. Have a Love Yourself day.